Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Good to see you today. Good afternoon. As our social hour comes to a close, a few things before we get started today. As you know, as we announced last Thursday, at the end of today's class, we're going to have a little Memorial Day ceremony. You're more than welcome to stay. We'd love to have you stay. It's only going to be a few moments, but I think it's pretty moving. So, also, you should have received an email today on exercises you can do while we're on break, and it had attachments. Also, it has a link to the latest recorded classes, so you can follow those classes online if you wish. And I did bring some printed copies of the handout on the table back there. If you can't print one, feel free to take one of the printed copies back there. We always go over our safety before we start, as you know, and I'm not sure if we have any new folks today, but if you have glaucoma, balance issues, high blood pressure, don't put your head below your heart. If you have osteopenia or osteoporosis, or if you're pregnant, no severe twisting, do only what you feel you can safely and comfortably do. And obviously, if we're doing something that's not for you, feel free to observe, not a problem, no competition here. Take a break at any point, and please stay hydrated. Very, very important that we stay hydrated. My intention for today is to simply remember those who paid the ultimate price, obviously, for Memorial Day. And then, of course, I like to start with some humor. I think I got some pretty good ones today. I saw a guy at Starbucks. He had no phone, no tablet, no computer. He was just sitting there drinking coffee. What a weirdo. Okay, so I love this one. Okay, so the older I get, the more I understand why roosters just scream when they start their day. Yeah. Okay, so I threw my back out while sleeping. I tweaked my neck while sneezing. I guess I'm one cough away from total paralysis. And we often get visited, as you know, by the little babies in the push cart, right? You've seen them, I'm sure, from the nursery next door. So what do you call an army of babies? An infantry. I'm not so cool. Okay, so we start, as always, we start with our diaphragmatic breathing. It is our most natural way to breathe. Breathing in, the stomach comes out. Breathing out, the stomach goes in. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in, and breathing out. And of course, we're breathing in and out through the nose. It's our most natural way to breathe. It kills germs, viruses, and fungus, and it can help control snoring and even sleep apnea. So nose breathing, very good habit to get into. We're starting today with our seated jumping jack, and so we'll start with our left arm and leg. We bring it all the way out, and we come back. And out, and back, and up, and back, and up, and back, and out. And then we'll switch to the right side, out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back, and out. We'll bring it all together, out, and back, and 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 out, and back. We'll take a deep breath. There we go. Now, go ahead and do a little biceps curl here. So we have our arms by our sides, pretending we're holding weights. And I'm going to square my shoulders in good posture as always. I'm going to bring those hands up as though I were lifting weights. So I'm tightening the muscles in my arms and my shoulders, tight as I can. Then I'm going in the opposite direction. And of course, we're not lifting weights, but still those muscles are going to react. I'm coming back up. Now, in the eccentric move going down, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. In the concentric move, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. We're releasing that. We're going to do a little shoulder stretch here. We'll take that left hand, put it behind the back, and with the right hand, give that elbow a little bit of a push just to stretch those shoulders. Never pain, of course. And we switch and we do the other side. And then we switch. And we switch. And we switch. And we switch. And we'll do one more on that left side. And one more on that right side. Fantastic. Releasing that. Well, I'm going to take that left arm, put it right across the chest. And with the right hand, I'm going to get that left shoulder, just give it a tug. There we go. I'm going to switch and do the other side. Just a gentle little tug there. I'm going to switch heels into the floor. Then we come forward to the point of slight discomfort, never pain. Coming forward, nice and easy. Now we come right back up. Nice dynamic flow here, coming forward. And back up. And 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 one more coming forward. And back up. Fantastic. Releasing that. We'll do a little sciatic nerve glide here. You're going to lift that left leg and just do some ovals there. Then the sciatic nerve warmed up, the piriformis muscle. And we'll go the other way. Nice little rotation. Great. Now we'll switch it to the other side. So good for the hip as well. Get that synovial fluid secreted into the hip. We go the other way. Really, really good. Now we're going to do our butterfly. So I'm going to bring those feet together. I'm going to bring the knees towards each other, but as I do, I'm going to be pushing out with the hands. That's going to engage those abductor muscles, on the inside of the thigh. So those knees are coming forward as the hands are pushing out. Great exercise. Those little muscles are going to get stronger. I'm going to go in the opposite direction now. As the knees go out, the hands are pushing in, so the abductor muscles on the outside of the thigh are getting engaged. And of course the sciatic nerve. We're coming back in, nice and slow. Boy, oh boy, good benefit here though. The core is also engaging, and that's really important. Going back out, nice and easy, nice and slow. I'm coming back in. Again, I want to be really, really gentle here. And I'm going back out, so good for our walking gait. I'm coming back in, also good for our balance. Keep those muscles really strong. I'm going out one more time. And then I'm coming in one more time. And we're going to get released from that. We're going to move to the spine now. So we're going to focus on the discs between our vertebrae. As you know, when we stretch them, they get nourished. And when we squeeze them, they get cleansed. I'll turn sideways to help demonstrate. So this is our cat and our cow pose. So coming into that angry cat pose, I bring the shoulders forward. I arch the back and I bring the head towards the knees. Stretching those discs so they're getting nourished. Then we're going to go in the opposite direction. Happy cow pose. Arching back. Squeezing the discs and getting cleansed, but also lubricating the vertebrae. I'm going to come forward again, nourishing those discs. Now I'm going to go back nice and slow, cleansing those discs. What a great way to wake up, stimulate blood flow through the body, coming forward again, that angry cat pose. Going back into that happy cow, nice and easy. Coming forward into that angry cat one more time. And we'll go back into that happy cow one more time. And we're going to release in that. We're going to do a little cross-body stretch now, so be careful. Do only what you can safely do. We're going to bring the hands up behind the head. I'm trying to take that left elbow and touch my right knee. You can do only what you can do, and I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. And switch, and switch. Great, we're going to bring those arms down. We're really releasing from that. We're going to come to a standing position. Hydrate if you need to hydrate. And continuing with our warm-up, we'll go ahead and do our little Tai Chi movement here. It's what we call the horse stance. I have my feet shoulder width apart. And then we're going to open the door. So I'm going to bend my knees just a little bit. I bring the palms up facing each other. I'll go in the other direction. And I come back up, and I go down. As I'm coming up, I'm breathing in. Going down, I'm breathing out. I'm breathing in, 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 breathing out. And breathing in, and breathing out. Very good. We're going to release from that. We're going to go ahead and get a little tough today. We're going to be the tough guys. So we're going to do our punches. I have my feet a little more than shoulder width apart. I bend the knees a little bit. That's up to you. You decide how much intensity you want to put into this. And then we just gently do our punching. Now, as you know, my shoulders are square. My posture is good and square. And I'm reaching those arms out as far as I can go. Very good. So I get the back muscles involved. The shoulders are involved. And because we get the knees bent a little bit, the lower body is working here as well. Now we can do that uppercut if you wish. Reaching again high as you can. Get the latissimus dorsi muscles, all those back muscles working. Reaching up high as I can go. Very good. I'm going to come back to the straight punching now, reaching out as far as I can. And then maybe we can go ahead into that karate chop. So we get a little bit of a stretch across the back here that we don't get with the straight punching. So we got all these muscles working really, really good. We're going to come back to that straight punching. Now, if you can, if it's not painful, you can add a snap. By adding a snap, we're going to stimulate bone density growth here. But if it's painful, don't do that. Otherwise, it's a very good exercise to do. Again, I've got those shoulders nice and square. I'm going to go to that uppercut with a snap, reaching high as I can. Feel that jolt in the shoulder. Very good. We'll come back to that straight punching. That snap going in there. Then we can do the karate chop with the snap. Oh, feel the jolt there. Really good. Those big rhomboid muscles in the upper back that are getting exercised here as well. Fantastic. Going to come back to that straight punching. There we go, a little bit of a snap. We'll come to a stop. Let's take a deep breath. And we'll go ahead and we'll do our jump rope. We're boxers, so we've got to exercise. So we get that rope ready. Careful of your neighbor, and off we go. Fantastic. I'll get the heart rate coming up now. A little cardio going on there. Not too much, but just enough to stimulate that heart muscle. Heart is a muscle. Gotta work that heart. And it feels good. Really, really nice. Running, swinging that rope around. Now maybe you can go backwards. Ooh, be careful. Very good. Upper body. We've got 600 muscles. They're all working right now. That's really cool, including in that heart muscle. We come forward again. Fantastic. So good. All these ropes. Woo! And then just we do that cross jump there. Wow. Fantastic here. Great, great exercise. Really stimulating those shoulders. Great range of motion. Increasing our elasticity. And we come back to our normal jump rope here. And we come to a stop and we take a deep breath. And we hydrate for sure. There we go. So we're going to do a little balance challenge here. This is really good. It's a challenge for the brain, and that's so important. We've got to make the brain communicate with our feet, and the feet communicate with the brain, as you know. And this is something called the braided walk. And I got this, I believe, from the Harvard Medical School, but I really think it's very, very effective. I've got my chair in front of me. I have normal posture here, square shoulders, of course, feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to take my left foot and put it behind the right, going across. And then I'm going to take the right leg and just bring it straight out. Then I want to go in the other direction, so the right leg goes behind the left, and then the left goes straight out. Now I'm going to go in the other direction. And this is totally not normal, so the brain is really working, trying to figure out what's going on here. And that's exactly what we want. Want that brain to communicate. And you can turn this into a dance if you wish. And I know it's not hard, and that's wonderful too. Dancing is a fantastic exercise to stimulate brain communication, coordination, balance improvement. So, very good. Releasing that. I mean, simple, but really, really effective. Got to make that brain communicate with our feet. And of course, the feet communicate back to the brain. And so, and of course, complex dance movements certainly put us through that type of exercise, which is really good. We're going to go ahead and do our forward and backward fold. We'll go ahead and do a feet shoulder width apart. We bring those arms up, leaning back. We'll just hold here for a second, take a deep breath. And we'll come forward to our forward fold, Uttanasana. And we'll hold here, take a deep breath. And then back to our neutral position. We'll bring the arms up into the helicopter. We'll twist to the right and hold, take a deep breath. And then we'll twist to the left and hold and take a deep breath. And we'll do one more to the right and hold and take a deep breath. And one more left and hold and take a deep breath. And we'll come back to the center. Let's lean to the right. We really want to stretch those oblique muscles. Going to lean to the left. Fantastic stretch here. Going to lean to the right. And one more to the left. We're going to bring those arms down to the hips. And we'll do that hula hoop. Big rotation there. Great range of motion. Lubricating those hips as well. We'll go the other way. Really stimulate that flexibility. Then let's push the hips forward, the shoulders go back, and we'll do our deep breathing as we hold here, stretching those pectoral muscles. Great. Then we're going to release from that. We're going to come back to a seated position. We're going to do our eagle pose. Kind of work on those big rhomboid muscles. Also get some flexibility into the shoulders, into the arms. And so for the eagle pose, as you know, we'll start with our left arm straight up and down. Then I'm going to try to wrap my right arm around the left arm. As you know too, if you're here, that's fine. Whatever you're doing is perfect. Or if you can do the total wrap, that's great too. In this position, we're going to twist to the right. I'm twisting from the waist. I'm going to twist to the left. I'm trying to keep my shoulders as square as possible. Going to twist to the right. So good for the digestive system. Going to twist to the left. Great for the liver as well. Coming back to the center, I'm going to lean forward. Again, I'm going to go to the right. I'm going to go to the left. And then one more right. And one more left. I'll come back to the center. I'm going to return to vertical. Now, in vertical, breathing in, I'm coming down. Breathing out, I'm going up. And in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. You unwind, roll the shoulders, get that range of motion in there, feel that synovial fluid lubricating that shoulder joint. Oh, so good. We'll go the other way. Shoulders are multiplanar joint. We've got to keep it flexible. We switch and do the other side. Now, so the right arm is straight up and down, and the left arm comes around and wraps wherever you are is always perfect. Twisting to the right, twisting to the left, twisting to the right, and one more left. Back to the center, carefully leaning forward, again, to the right, go to the left, and to the right, and one more left. Now come back to the center, return to vertical, breathing in, I come down, breathing out, I go up, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Unwind it again, we roll those shoulders, lubricate those shoulders, big range of motion. We'll go the other way. And then if you wish to add that little left and right brain challenge, we can do the opposite roll. Then of course the other way. Beautiful, really, really good for the shoulders, the chest muscles. Going to release from that. We're going to go ahead and do a little lower body work here. Starting with my left leg, I'm going to lift my left leg up, but as I'm doing that, I'm going to be pushing down with my hand. And that's going to engage the core, quadriceps, the hamstrings, the glute, lots of muscles. So I'm lifting up as I'm pushing down. Feel that core engage. That's really good. Then I'm going to switch and I'm going to do the other side. Lifting while I'm pushing down. I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch. And switch. I'll do one more on that left side. And one more on that right side. Fantastic. Releasing that. What a safe, really effective exercise to do. I'll do a little bit more here. I'm going to take this left foot and I'm going to bring it out to the side. Now I'm going to twist the ankle upwards so I get a little turn in the calf muscles, of course, in the hamstring and the glutes. Then I'm going to bring that foot back, and when I come back, I'm going to stop. We'll do the other side, and we stop. And other side, and we stop. And other side, and we stop. 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 And one more out, and stop. Very good. So we get a little stomp, a little jolt, and that will stimulate that bone density and increase as well. So really, really effective there. We're going to come back to a standing position. Hydrate for sure. We'll do another forward and backward fold, getting ready for our warrior poses. But this time we'll do our Tadasana pose. A little different than the forward and backward pose. Feet are shoulder width apart, square shoulders, of course. We bring the hands together, we interlace those fingers. The palms go towards the floor. And I stretch those palms. Then I'm going to bring them up to the ceiling if I can. I'm going to push as high as I can go. Then I'm going to lean to the right. That big crescent moon pose. I'm going to go to the left. I'm going to go to the right. Oh, what a great stretch. And I'm going to go to the left. I'm going to come back to the center. I'm going to twist to the right. As far as I can. Back to the left. I'm twisting from the waist as always. Twist to the right. And twist to the left. And we'll come back to the center. We're going to lean back a little bit, pushing those palms out. I'm going to bring those palms halfway forward. I'm going to push straight out so the rhomboid muscles are engaged. Again, I'm going to go to the right as I'm pushing out. I'm going to go to the left. And to the right. And one more unhook the hands, shake them out, get that blood flowing in there, so good for the carpal tunnel. Very, very good. And we're going to go ahead and do our warrior poses now, so be very careful here. I have my chair handy as always, starting with warrior one. Right leg is going forward, left leg is going back. And here I set my intensity, and the further down you go, the more intense it's going to be. Completely up to you. Then I engage the upper body. I bring those arms up into that warrior one position, and then breathing in, I'm coming up. Breathing out, I'm going forward, never letting the knee go beyond the toes. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in, and breathing out. Carefully we'll come into our humble warrior. Bring those hands down behind the back, interlacing the fingers, and the hands and arms are going towards the ceiling. Breathing in, my chest comes up. Breathing out, it goes down. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. I'm going to release back into my warrior one. I'm going to do that smooth transition into warrior two. The right arm goes out front, and the left arm is out back. I rearrange my feet so I'm good and sturdy here. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and down. I'm going to turn that forward palm towards the ceiling. Coming back into that peaceful warrior. I'm stretching that arm and twisting the torso. Other arm across the low back. Breathing in, I'm coming up. Breathing out, I'm going down. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. And I flow back into my warrior two. We're going to do our side angle today. I'm going to bend that forward arm, bring it down to the forward thigh. Other arm comes up alongside the ear. Looking up underneath that arm, if I can. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go down. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. I flow back into my warrior two. We come to that standing position and we hydrate for sure. Woo! That's a good workout out there. That's how they say it in New York City. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. And just let's take a few deep breaths here. Reoxygenate. Got to get that oxygen back into our systems. And we'll switch into the other side. The left leg goes forward, the right leg goes back. I bring those arms up into that warrior one to get the whole upper body engaged here. All 600 muscles are going to work. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. I bring those arms down behind the back, coming into that humble warrior. A really good balance challenge here as well. Breathing in, my chest comes up. Breathing out, it goes down. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. I'm flowing back into my warrior one. I'm going to do that smooth vinyasa into warrior two. Left arm is out front now, and the right arm is out back. Feet are good and sturdy. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Turn that forward palm towards the ceiling. Coming back into that peaceful warriors. Twisting the torso, other arm across that low back. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go down. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. I flow back into my warrior two. We're going to do our side angle now. Bend that forward arm. Bring it down to the forward thigh. Other arm comes up alongside the ear. Looking up underneath that arm if I can. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go down. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. I flow back into that warrior two. And we come to that standing position. And we hydrate for sure. Like we hydrate. deep breaths again. Reoxygenate here with our diaphragmatic breathing, deep breaths in and out. And we'll do a forward and backward fold. We need to reset the hips now. The feet are shoulder width apart. We bring the arms up, leaning back here. Nice static stretch. We'll hold and take a deep breath. We'll come forward, that forward fold, Uttanasana, and holding here, taking a deep, deep breath. And we'll go into our neutral position, into that helicopter. We'll do that twist to the right and hold, taking a deep breath. And we'll twist to the left and we'll hold and take a deep breath. And then to the right and hold and take a deep breath. And then one more left and we'll hold, take a deep breath. And back to the center, let's lean to the right. Really stretch those obliques. And we'll lean to the left. Ooh, that's a really great stretch. We'll lean to the right. And we'll do one more to the left. Fantastic. Back to the center, the hands go on the hips. We do that hula hoop as always. Big rotation there. So good for the hips. We'll go the other way. Fantastic. And then again, let's push those hips forward and the shoulders go back. We'll stretch those pectoral muscles here. Deep breath as we hold. And we're going to release from that. So we're going to come into our balance challenge for today. And today we're going to do the tree pose. And as you know, we have options. And our goal is communication, not so much standing on one foot. So for our option one, I'm going to hold the chair with my right hand, take my left foot and toes are on the ground, and the heel is against the ankle of my right leg. This is not normal, so immediately the brain, as you know, is communicating with the foot that's flat on the floor, and that foot's communicating back to the brain on proprioception. That is absolutely key to maintain our balance. Now I can add more intensity to this by hovering the hand over the chair, and my gaze is going to be fixed to the floor. I can go to option two. I can bring that foot up onto the calf muscle. I'm holding onto the chair. So in this middle limb of our tree, now I can add more intensity again by maybe taking the arm that's free and bringing it up into a branch. And the branch can be horizontal or vertical, as you know. And once we add movement to the branch, we're really stimulating the brain now. The synapses in the brain, the electronic pathway is just humming away here. The little cerebellum controls our balance, our accuracy, coordination. It is working overtime as well. And we can really ramp up the intensity, maybe hover the other hand over the chair, or maybe release that hand and bring it up into another branch. Now the brain is really working with that supporting foot. I'm adding some flow here, and as you know, if you're coming in and out of the pose, that's perfectly fine. That's making sure you don't fall, and that's exactly what we want. Oh, it's nice to look like you're standing on one foot for the whole class, but that's not totally necessary. And you can get like me and fall all over the place, and that's good too. Not a problem at all. And then, if it's in your practice today, maybe you can go to that higher limb. Again, that's totally up to you, above the knee, of course. Now we want to push the knee sideways. And we're adding that flow. Wow, brain is really working overtime. I'm going to go back to that middle limb. And I'm gently going to bring those branches down. Always doing my deep breathing throughout. And then I'll release that foot and walk it out. And we switch and we do the other side. Fantastic. Got my chair, I'm going to hold with my left hand now. And option one, we take that right foot, toes on the ground, heel against the ankle of the left leg. That's as far as I'm going, that's perfectly fine. I can hover the hand over the chair for some more intensity, or hold that chair and I'll bring that foot up onto that calf muscle. And maybe I can hover the hand again. It's way out of our center of gravity now. Or I'll hold the chair. I'm going to bring that arm that's straight up into a branch. I'm going to add some movement into that branch. And then I'm going to hover that other hand over the chair, or release from the chair and bring it up into a branch as well. And I add some flow into those branches, really stimulating the brain again. And again, please don't get discouraged. Coming in and out of the pose is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. If it's in your practice, maybe you can go to that higher limb. Totally up to you. And again, I want to go above the knee. And doing my deep breathing, of course. Gaze still fixed to the floor. Lots of movement going on. I'm going to go back to that middle limb. Actually, I'm going to the floor and back to the middle limb. I'm going to bring those branches down and we walk it out. So balance not too good today, but every day is different, as you know. That's not the point. The whole point is the communication. That's the key, and that's really what we're accomplishing here. And that's so cool. Let's take a deep breath. another cognitive challenge. You know, we just had a challenge with our feet, obviously. We want to go ahead and do something with our hands. This is a really good peripheral thumbs, we call it. We bring the arms out, we make a fist, the thumbs are up. I'm going to move those thumbs, the head is not going to turn, the head will be straight forward. I'm going to bring those thumbs into my peripheral vision as far as I can go before I lose sight of them. Then I'm going to go ahead and take that left thumb and bring it in and touch my nose. And then I'm going to switch and I'm going to do the other side. And here, like in all of our balance challenges, we want to make the brain use its three languages. The brain silently vocalizes, it visualizes, and it feels. And right now we're using all three. We can see what's going on. We feel the thumbs touching the nose. And of course the brain is issuing the commands, forcing those thumbs to do what we want them to do, and in the correct order. Arms are parallel to the floor, so they're hitting heavy, and the brain is communicating with those arms, because they're playing a big part in our balance. And of course the feet are nice and flat on the floor. The brain is communicating with the feet as well, and of course the feet back to the brain. So the whole nervous system is just humming along here. The brain is really working overtime. Then we really ramp this up. We want to bring into the act here the vestibular system, that gyroscope between our ears. And to do that, we're going to close our eyes. Be very careful. Now the vestibular system takes over our balance, that gyroscope. Brain is communicating with that system, and of course with the feet, with the arms, with the hands. Massive communication going on in both directions. Huge stimulation for the brain, for the cerebellum, and for that vestibular system. And we can ramp it up a little more by going in and out a little faster. We want to make sure we maintain the accuracy, making sure the one thumb is touching, the other one's out, and vice versa, and making sure the brain is acknowledging all of this. That our feet are flat on the floor, that those thumbs are coming in and out, that those arms are parallel, and of course we cannot see, so that vestibular system, little gyroscope, really working overtime. We come to a stop, we open the eyes, we shake those hands. Ooh, and that one. I know, so cool. Yeah. Okay, hydrate for sure. Good. We're going to do a cross-body stretch here. Just get those hips back in line. So my feet are shoulder width apart. I'm going to bring the arms up, straight up, alongside the ears. I'm going to twist to the right and take that left hand and try to touch my right knee. I'm going to switch. I'm going to do the other side. I'm just going nice and slow. Just want to calm things down a little bit. I'm going to switch back to that right side, and then back to that left side, back to that right side, and one more to that left side. So good for those hips. Now we'll bring those arms down. We'll do a little sciatic nerve glide. I've got my chair handy. Going to lift that left leg up to that 90 degrees, you know, and we just do a gentle little glide back and forth. Really good for the sciatic nerve. If you can get it up to 90 degrees, that's really good. But that's up to you if it's in your practice today. And then, of course, we'll switch and we'll do the other side. I'll rearrange my chair. I bring that left leg up and just gently bring that in and out. So good. Sciatic nerve, piriformis muscle, and for the hip as well. Very good. Good. Releasing that. We're going to come to a seated position. Got to work on the hips a little bit more. We'll do our pigeon pose in the seated position. And so, as you know, we have options, as always. So, option one, I can take my left foot and put it on the outside of my right. Or option two, I can bring that leg up and bring it behind the knee. Now, once I'm behind the knee, of course, the hip is being stretched, and that's what I want. I want to add a little more intensity to that, so I'm going to bring those arms up alongside the ears. I'm going to stretch those arms. Then breathing in, I'm going to go back. Breathing out, I'm coming forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in. And out, and in, and out. I'm going to bring those arms down and we'll do our foot yoga. I'm going to rotate that ankle. So good for the ankle. Lubricating that ankle, making it good and flexible. So important to maintain our balance. The ankle has to be flexible. We'll go the other way. Big rotation there. Look at those calf muscles working. The hamstrings are working. The glutes as well. Then we're going to plantar flex that foot. We'll stretch it all the way out. And then we'll dorsiflex it, and we'll plantar flex, we'll dorsiflex, and plantar flex, and dorsiflex, and plantar flex, and dorsiflex. We'll do a sciatic nerve glide here as well. We're going to lift that knee and just let it drop. And lift, and down, and lift, and down, and lift, and down, and lift, and down. We'll switch and do the other side. Option one, I can take that right foot now, put it on the outside of the left, or I can bring that leg up and bring it behind the knee. And once I'm safely behind the knee, bring the arms up, alongside the ears, breathing in, I go back, and out I come forward. And in, and out, and in, and out. We bring those arms down and do our foot yoga on this side. Do that rotation, big range of motion there. So good. Got some clicking going on. That's okay, as you know, as long as it's not painful. If it's painful, see the doctor. Then we go the other way, but don't see my doctor. Dr. Bend over, terrible doctor. And then, of course, we're going to plantar flex that foot, and we dorsiflex, and plantar flex, dorsiflex, plantar flex, dorsiflex, plantar flex, dorsiflex, one more plantar flex, and dorsiflex. We go outside a nerve flat, we lift that knee, and we let it drop, and we lift, down, and lift, down, and lift, down, lift, and down, and lift, and down. We're going to bring that leg down. We're going to do another hip stretch here. I'm going to slide to the left side of my chair. And I'm holding on with my right hand. I want to be good and secure. I'm going to bring that left leg out behind me. I'm going to the point of slight discomfort, never pain. Just try and open that hip a little bit and really, really stretch it. Once I reach that point, I'm pushing down into the hand that's holding that leg. And I tighten the muscles as tight as I can. I just do my deep breathing as I'm holding here. And then I'm going to switch and do the other side. I'm going to release from that. Slide to the right side of my chair, holding with my left hand. Make sure I'm good and sturdy. I bring that right leg out behind me. I stretch, of course, the hip as far as I can go without pain. Once I reach that point, deep breathing as I hold, tighten those muscles. And we're going to release from that. We're going to come back to a standing position. Hydrate for sure. Want to work on the core, but also the lower body as well. I have my chair handy. I'm going to hold it with my right hand. We're going to do our opposite limb plank pose. So I'm holding with my right hand. I'm going to bring that right leg out behind me. And once I do, as you know, those core muscles engage, the leg muscles are engaged. I'm going to bring that left arm out in front. Get the shoulders engaged as well. Holding here now, just do my deep breathing as I tighten all these muscles. Tight, 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 deep breathing. And then we can add more intensity if you wish, completely up to you. Going up and down on that supporting leg. If that's in your practice today, great. If not, not a problem. Only what you can safely do. Picture these huge muscles working this quadricep group, that hamstring group, working in unison there. One contracts, the other expands, vice versa. The glutes are getting stronger as well. We switch now, we'll do the other side. I rearrange my chair. I'm holding with my left hand now, and bring the left leg out behind me, and the right arm goes out in front. Now I've got the upper body engaged as well. I tighten these muscles tight as I can, and I hold here, and I do my deep breathing. And then, if it's in your practice today, we can add that extra intensity, going up and down on that supporting leg. All those muscles are getting stronger, the joints are getting lubricated, and the bone is getting denser. That hip bone is so important that we keep that hip bone as strong as we can, and this is really going to help. And we're going to release from that, of course. Let's take a deep breath here. And we're going to do a quick forward and backward fold. I want to just reset those hips. Feet are shoulder width apart. And just one out of the Hastasana, coming back here, taking a deep breath. And we'll come forward, that forward fold. Uttanasana. Oh, such a great stretch. Toes to the fingertips. Deep, deep breath. I'm going to release from that. We're going to go ahead and do now another little balance challenge here. We call this the number 4. So I've got my chair handy. I'm going to go ahead and bring that left leg up. I'm going to try to make the number 4. I'm above the right knee. And then if I can move that knee back a little bit, the raised knee, that opens the hip a little more. Totally up to you, obviously. Whatever's in your practice today is perfect. In this position now, obviously we're way out of our center of gravity, so the brain is really communicating with that supporting foot. And that leg is getting strong. It's holding twice its normal weight. Those muscles are getting stronger as well. I can add more intensity by hovering that hand over the chair, or maybe I can have a little bit of a seat. Again, this is totally up to you, whatever's in your practice. Maybe you can let go of the chair again, that's up to you. We can do maybe a little movement here. Ooh, really working that supporting leg. And then we're going to go ahead and release from that, and we'll switch and we'll do the other side. So I rearrange my chair. I'm going to bring that right leg up and make that number 4. So I'm above my left knee. And once I'm safely there, If I can open that knee a little, push that knee back a little bit more and open the hip, that's great. Got my chair handy, holding on tight. Maybe I'll hover the hand over the chair, a little more intensity, balance challenge. Maybe I can go ahead and have that little bit of a seat. Once I'm in that seated position, maybe I can add a little bit of movement in that seated position. Totally up to you. And great, I'm going to release from that. So good. Great exercise, good balance challenge, lots of good stuff. Hydrate for sure. So, guess what time it is? And today we're going for gold medal today. You were absolutely right, gold medal today. Got my chair handy, as I always do, because I love my chair. So, got my chair handy, then I'm going to take my left foot, put it in front of my right. Coming into that tandem pose, a tandem stance, as you know. You can have the knees, you can have the legs nice and straight, or you can bend them. It's up to you, obviously, whatever's working for you. Have that chair handy in case you need it. Maybe even have it against your side for a little more security, if you wish. Then we fold the arms, and then we close the eyes, and I count to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. We open the eyes and we switch feet. And we go, yee-haw. Okay. Eyes are closed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Yeehaw! So we all get a gold medal today because we got awesome. Okay, cool. Let's take a deep breath here. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do a little stretch here, a little cool down stretch. We'll do our goddess pose. Bring my hands together, spread my feet a little more than shoulder width apart. I'm going to bend the knees, just coming down to the point of slight discomfort, and I'm going to hold here. We'll just take some deep breaths. And then, if it's in your practice, we can move to Grand Sumo. I'm going to spread the heels out, and then the toes, and the heels, and the toes, and the heels, and the toes, and the heels. Whatever's working for you. And once you've reached that point, we'll hold here and take some deep breaths. And we'll bring the heels in, and the toes, and the heels, and the toes, and the heels, and toes, heels, and toes. I'm very good. And let's take a deep breath again. And we'll do another Tai Chi cool down here. We'll do it just circling the moon, just to calm everything down. A little more than the feet are a little more than shoulder width apart. And I bring the palms up facing each other. I bend the knees a little bit. And I'm going to move the palms to the right side. And as I do, I'm forcing my brain to realize all my weight is moving to the right leg. Then I'm going to move to the left side. I'm going nice and slow. I'm going to go back to the right side. Again, I want the brain 100% engaged in this. Going back to the left side. Feel that weight move to that left leg. Going back to the right side. Going back to the left side. Nice and slow, gentle flow here. Back to the right. I'm breathing in, doing my deep breathing as I go. Back to the left. Back to the right. Nice and gentle. Back to the left. Back to the right. And one more to the left. One more to the right. We'll come back to the center. Coming to our standing position, we're going to go ahead and do our marching, but we're going to go slow, so everything can just calm down a little bit. Do our contralateral marching, lifting my left leg and my right arm. And then I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch. I'm trying to bring the knee up to 90 degrees if I can. That's really good for the knee, for the hip. Try and keep my posture as square as possible as well. Reaching high as I can go. The shoulders, the back muscles working. Fantastic. You're going back and forth. Then we're going to come to a stop. We'll take a deep breath. And now we increase the balance challenge for this, so we lift the same leg and arm up. Ipsilateral marching. I bring that left leg and arm up, and I hold. And then I'm going to switch, and I'm going to hold. I'm going to switch and hold. And switch and hold. 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 And switch and hold. And switch, and pull. Now we go ahead and release to that. Great, great workout there. So good for the brain. Challenge with the foot, communicating with the feet, of course. We're going to go ahead and do a little 90-90, as we call, a little Tai Chi movement here, or the L stance, as it's also known. I'm going to have my chair handy. I'm going to bring my right leg up into the 90 degree. Then I'm going to turn 90 degrees. I'm going to bring that foot down, heel, middle of the foot, and toe. Let's go ahead and do that again. Bring that up 90 degrees, turn 90 degrees, heel, middle of the foot, toe. Do that one more time. Bring it up 90, turn 90, heel, middle of the foot, toe. Fantastic. We'll switch into the other side. Rearrange my chair. Now I'm going to do that left leg. I'm going to bring that up to 90 degrees. I'm going to turn 90 degrees, and then heel, middle of the foot, toe. Do that one more time. I'm sorry. Do that again. Turn, heel, middle of the foot, toe. Now we'll do it one more time. And we turn, heel, middle of the foot, toe. And that, as you know, is a good way to bring the foot down. It's a natural way to walk, and it can help prevent us from falling. Okay, we're going to do our final forward and backward fold here. Bring those arms together, coming up, leaning back, deep breath as we hold. And we'll come forward, just one forward fold here, and a deep breath as we hold. In our neutral position, we'll do one helicopter to the right, holding there in a deep breath. And then one to the left and holding in a deep breath. And back to the center, hands on the hips. We'll do that with a big rotation there. So good for those hips. We'll go the other way. Get that range of motion in there. Releasing from that, we're going to come to a seated position. Hydrate for sure. Okay. And continuing with our cool down, we'll go ahead and do our seated child's pose. After that, I'm going to bring my feet forward. We're going to come forward to the point of slight discomfort, and we're going to hold there. And let that blood circulate going into those muscles as they're stretched. Holding here, they're getting cleansed, and they're getting nourished. Holding here, deep, deep breaths. And then maybe we can move the arms out behind us. If that's in your practice, hold here and take a deep breath. And we'll bring the arms up front if you can. And then forward engages, and we'll hold here, take a deep breath. And releasing from that, we're going to go ahead and do our head and neck exercises. Very important that we keep our head really flexible here, and our neck, of course. I'm going to rotate my head to the right, up and over, big oval, coming down, and again to the right. I'm closing my eyes, so I get the vestibular system working here as well, even though we're seated. Now I'm going to go to the left. Big oval here, great range of motion, so good for the neck. Again, I'm going to go over to the left, up and over, coming down. In my neutral position now, I'm going to lean my head back, lean my head forward, back to neutral, I'm going to lean to the right, and lean to the left, and back to neutral, bring those hands up behind the head, interlace the fingers, now not pulling on the neck, or on the back of the head, I don't want to hurt the neck or the head. Elbows are straight out, I'm going to turn my head all the way to the right as far as I can, all the way to the left, all the way to the right, all the way to the left. Come back to the center, we bring those hands down, open the eyes. Go ahead and we'll do our carpal tunnel. I beg your pardon, we're going to do our peripheral vision first. Bring the finger out in front, so the head doesn't move, only the eyes. I'm going to move that finger all the way to the left as far as I can, without pain, obviously, and then I'm going to move it all the way to the right. The eyes are going to follow, all the way to the left, all the way to the right. Come back to the center, going to go up, come down, go back up, and come down. Coming back to the center, now we ramp it up a little bit, we do some ovals. Let the eyes follow the finger as it goes around in a circle. And the further up you go, obviously the more intensity. We go the other way. Very good. And we'll come back to the center, bring that hand down. We'll go ahead and do our carpal tunnel and bring those hands up into the arrow. We, of course, tighten the hands as tight as we can make them. In this position now, I'm going to stretch those fingers out. I'm going to bring them back, and out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back. Now I'm going to fold those fingers forward into that tabletop. From the tabletop, we go into the claw. And then from that claw, we claw our way into a fist. We We'll go to that tabletop. We'll go to that claw, into that fist. Do the arrow one more time. That tabletop, that claw, into that fist. We'll do our slide up on the mirror. Those little push-ups there. So good for neuropathy in the hands, carpal tunnel issues, arthritis in the knuckles. Really, really good exercise to do. Releasing that, we take that left arm, bring it straight forward. Bringing the hand down, stretching the wrist, but never pain. Now we go the other way. Now we'll switch and do the other side, and the other way. And we're releasing that, coming into our Savasana now. We relax the mind and the body, as you know. So good for the mind to be in a peaceful state, even if it's only for a moment or two. Very, very effective. So the eyes are closed, the palms are on the thighs, up or down, it's your choice. And we focus on that diaphragmatic breathing. Focus on that breath coming in, bringing with it all the wonderful positive energy in this room, all the camaraderie and the fellowship. Going out, it's removing all that excess metabolic waste, all that excess carbon dioxide, and all the negative thoughts. The breath is coming in and nourishing. Going out, it's cleansing. And while we're focusing on the breath, we may be interrupted by a thought, and that's fine. We acknowledge that interruption, but we don't act on it. Instead, we go right back to focusing on the breath. Let that thought go by. You can deal with it later. Breath comes in and nourishes. Going out, it cleanses. As our mind is moving into that peaceful state, we step outside of our body and we see our feet are relaxed, our legs are relaxed, the core, the shoulders, the arms, the head, the neck, everything is relaxing now. Our body sinking into the chair as gravity takes over. And for this moment in time, because we're only going to focus on this moment in time, we have no pain, we have no problems. We forgive ourselves for those things we just can't do. We forgive ourselves for those things we simply don't know. The breath is coming in and nourishing. Going out, it's cleansing. The mind is moving deeper into that peaceful state. The body is moving deeper into a restful state. We congratulate ourselves for coming to our practice today because we know how much good it's doing for our mind and our body. Know too that we're ready now, whatever the rest of our day has to bring. Deep breaths are coming in and nourishing, going out there cleansing. Our mind is at total peace, our body is at total rest. Deep breaths come in and go out, and in and out. And with our eyes remaining closed, we'll slowly move our hands and we'll move our feet. Very carefully now we open the eyes. Make sure we have our balance. We bring those hands down to heart center. May the light within me continue to have the honor of shining alongside the light within you. And in the truest meaning of the word namaste, I bow to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much.